race.
Life presser with Commander Dickerson. Here's what Commander Dickerson said.
We have received a lot of media attention and a lot of concerns from the public because of the number of releases. There have been concerns that young girls in the District of Columbia are victims of human trafficking or have been kidnapped. And there's an increase in the number. And I say this without minimizing the number of missing persons in DC, because one missing person is one person too many, but there's actually been a decrease. And sadly, a large number of our missing girls return, they leave home voluntarily and return within a short period of time.
Many people have taken to Twitter using the hashtag #MissingDCGirls to voice their concern. So a bunch of little girls have gone missing and we're finding out on social media instead of news networks. All these young black girls missing in DC, something is not right and the MPD needs to be investigated. Welcome to America, where we use the FBI to find a jersey, but can't even get an Amber Alerts for the missing DC girls. This person was referring to Tom Brady's stolen jersey that was returned to his team by the FBI. Lawmakers are now calling on the FBI to use their time wisely and look for the missing Black and Latino girls. They are asking Attorney General Jeff Sessions and FBI Director James Comey to devote the resources necessary to determine whether these developments are an anomaly or whether they are indicative of an underlying trend that must be addressed.
All right, we're going to stop it there. You can go to RT's YouTube channel if you want to find that and comment on that. But again, it wasn't an uptick, but there are far too many people going missing in this country. It could have to do with the illegal human trafficking and sexual slavery. As one story I did find in trying to track down these rumors. But in the DC case, it just said that they just started posting the missing reports online. And again, a lot of these are runaways that then come back home a week later, a month later, or they are found. Somebody locates them. But like last year in 2014, they were saying that it was like, let me see if I can see the stat right quick. Let me see, DC missing person cases, 2017 missing person cases have been declining. 708 missing person cases thus far, 674 resolved. Okay, so that's not an uptick. That's not something that you should be getting black people all emotional and saying, why the media ain't reporting this? And it's been all these black girls going missing. And it's not, you're not being truthful in how you're portraying this. But again, we do a lot for likes and clicks. I don't know why. Probably some psychological or something, I don't know. But it's a sad when you're a featured journalist on television and you putting out that kind of stuff without providing links. The story I talked about, the meme. Let me pull this story up. Somebody shared it on Facebook. Another person asked me, was it real? It said a Facebook post that has been copied and shared dozens of times actually ended up being hundreds of times, if not thousands of times, concerning the claim about women being potentially human trafficked in Savannah is currently being held as a rumor. The post that surfaced on Monday made reference to the trailer full of young black women that was about to be shipped yesterday from the Savannah ports. Now, this was playing off of the DC girl missing story going viral. And so some sick-minded person said, let me get some likes and shares and come up with this meme and make up this story about black women being found in a shipping container in Savannah. You know, I mean, that's just really sick because this hurts people. People especially, no, I'm not going to say women, put it all on women, but men get emotional too. They get angry. Women be like, man, this is frustrating, and it all be fake. That's just pitiful. Let me see, Harrison, let me see who was talking here. WSAV spoke to the Department of Homeland Security and the president of Savannah working against human trafficking, Deidre Harrison, who clarified the post to be unsubstantiated. So this is a grassroots sister in that area worse against that sort of stuff. She said, what we can concurrently say is that none of the claims have been substantiated by any government agency or any credible industry on this matter. She also stressed that social media can be a double-edged sword when it comes to human trafficking in the modern age. She says that while it can be positive for educating the public about the presence and risk of trafficking, to also know that it can spread unsubstantiated information to a mass audience. Again, people just putting this stuff out there for entertainment because they sitting back laughing at you, getting emotional, arguing with other people about these stories. That's just sick, man. As if we ain't got real people in these situations. Now, the only good thing to come out of this, if you want to say something good, is that I did find a story in Georgia about human trafficking. And I'm going to roll that clip for you. It may play an ad, but we'll get through it. Out of Sandy Springs, Georgia, WXIA.
With
Georgia police say a 911 call led to the rescue of 8 human trafficking victims being held against their will in a $1 million home. So what it appears that some dude was posting on Facebook or on his social media. Let me stop it before we play it. In this $1 million home, I'm balling. I'm a big baller. You know, y'all know I'm about that life and all the imagery we see coming out of gangster rap and pop rap even and glorifying material things. And so he used this $1 million home. He could have been renting it, leasing it. I don't know how he got access to it, but he was getting these girls to come down. And let me just let y'all listen to the story. All right, here we go.
8-year-old woman calling 911 to say she was in a house full of girls and feared for her life.
I'm in a very bad situation and I need to get out. I was planning on leaving today.
Wait, did you say you're in a house full of girls?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody threatened to kill you if you leave?
Mm-hmm.
Who's threatening to kill you? One of the girls?
No, our boss.
The 20-year-old female explained the 8 girls in the house were dancers working for this man, Kendrick Roberts. Police raided the house with the help of the FBI. Roberts was arrested and charged with false imprisonment and trafficking of persons for labor.
We believe that he's been making promises to some of these ladies for modeling careers, financial assistance.
All right, that is that story. So, I mean, we have to be careful. We have to educate our young women about, you know, they see these online ads and they want to be a model, and a lot of it turned into porn offers and what have you. But in this case right here, man, this guy was holding them in the house against their will, threatening to kill them. I don't know if he was getting ready to start prostituting them. I don't know if he was taking porn videos of them and posting it online. We're not hearing any of that. So it appears this is just the initial investigative stage based off of this, one of the girls getting hold of a phone and calling 911. So again, all this crime, this $1 million home wasn't up in the hood now, was it? So you never know what's going on right around you or in certain areas. So that's a very sad story, and it was a real story, and thankfully the